Hello you guys, Alexa B Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today's reading is for the week of January 23rd, 2023. I am using the Sacred Creators Oracle deck, and this specific reading is designed for anyone who has predominant Scorpio placements in your chart. Whether that is your sun, moon, rising, or your north node, this message is for you. So for this upcoming week, my dear Scorpios, I pulled for you in reverse a card that encourages you to shift the way into new potential. Now, generally speaking, anytime a card is pulled in reverse, it can imply something that you may need to look at within yourself. Maybe something that presents a little bit of resistance, could imply some level of shadow or shadow work that needs to be done. Maybe anything that you need a little bit of TLC, some tender loving care with. And anytime this card specifically is pulled in reverse, it is calling for you to bring in a little bit of earth energy into your life. You are being called to bring in some level of grounding right now. I feel like a lot of you maybe have been operating with a little too much air and water, if you will. And when I say that, I'm referring to things that pertain specifically to the mind and to the emotions. If you are in a position where you are trying to create new or different opportunities for yourself, the way in which you are going to go about achieving that and achieving that successfully is to honestly put forth some action to making that happen. I feel like some of you this week need to let go of expectations of other people, of situations, of your work, yourself, etc. I feel like there's some level of expectation that is deriving from the mind, and I think this upcoming week it's going to be really important for you to ground down more into your body and into your experience, and to operate with a level of humility and perseverance. This card also kind of encourages you to begin accepting new ways of thinking. Again, I feel like there's something in the way of thinking that has been stuck. Again, whether that's you've been super absorbed in your thoughts and operating solely and strictly out of the mind, or you've been closed off to other ideas. The Gemini energy is coming through really strongly right now. Like there's some level of connection to other people that I feel like it'll just really benefit you to be a little bit more open-minded. Now, this card can also imply a level of having like one foot in the new, one foot in the old. Maybe you're listening to naysayers, maybe you're listening to people that don't really align with the things that you are aligning with. And right now, your willingness to change and your willingness to shift on a deeper level, not just a mental level or a logical level, like on a very deep level, your willingness to change is ultimately what's going to catalyze others to do the same. Like I feel like some of you maybe you've been wanting or expecting other people to change because you want them to. Maybe in like a business dealing or negotiation or something, there's like a path that you want things to go down, or in a relationship, like there's a way that you want things to go, and maybe some of you have been a little bit closed-minded to the ideas of others or what they want, and because you want to see a different reality, you want a different path than maybe what is being presented right now. I feel like some of you are kind of resorting to the mind as the method of achieving that. And I feel like some of you think that you need to force others into changing, or force some level of change that really is going to unfold in its own time, at its own process. And so this week you might need to carry a little bit more patience, a little bit more humility, and a little bit more understanding, not only with the world around you and others, but also with yourself. Maybe you've been really hard on yourself, and so this upcoming week, I feel like there's like a gentle force that you need to carry with you, almost like a peaceful warrior. I feel like there's a really interesting, I don't want to say conflict, but I feel like there's two different sides, two different ways that this can play out. So hear me out. I do feel like some of you are being a little bit too stubborn, maybe, in your way of thinking, in your way of doing things, and feeling like the way that you've been doing them is the only way it's going to work, and you have to keep sticking to that. I think right now you're being called to find the balance between perseverance and surrender. Like I feel like you need to surrender expectations. You need to surrender the way that you're doing things, maybe be willing to do things differently, or willing to let others do things differently. But I also feel like there is a really big importance for you in determination and perseverance to things, but on a deeper level. Like maybe for some of you there's a project and you keep going back to like, I want it to look this way, and it has to do this, and it has to be this way, and there's like a very like surface level expectation that you have. And I feel like it's this surface level, this upper level that maybe needs to be cleared out or shifted. That's the piece that you need to be willing to be flexible with. But there's this deeper, like, underlying path that you want, or like this deeper, like understand what your why is. And I feel like when you understand what your why is, you might be able to connect more willingly with other people who may have different ideas about how that can come into fruition. Because again, on a deeper, more grounded level, you are very centered, and this is where the perseverance and the determination comes in, because you have this drive towards something. So there is this degree of like standing within your own power, standing within your desires, your truth, your light, whatever, like standing firm in the things that you deeply believe in on a core level, that is likely going to be really empowering for other people. And that kind of empowerment is ultimately what's going to create new opportunities and help other people shift into their best versions of self, whatever, maybe make them a little bit more willing to hear what you have to say, etc. So you will move mountains and you will move hearts if you are willing to stay true to your own. This card also comes with a message that right now your best offering relies on you solving problems for other people, on loving them, or on helping them to shift. And it's time for you to step up to help accelerate that shift. So right now, I feel like, again, there's this encouragement for you to kind of step up and be a bit of a leader. I feel like maybe some of you have been acting, I don't want to say spoiled, but like kind of like I'm the baby of my family. So like maybe the younger sibling or the spoiled one or whatever, and you need to step up and be the adult right now. And you need to step up and be the leader. That is going to ultimately help others to do the same for themselves. I did do a reading at the beginning of this year for the entirety of 2023, and for Scorpios, the primary message that came through for this year was that this year it's important for you to become optimistic about what you have to offer. And in a lot of your business dealings, relationships, etc., if you're feeling like it's time to take action, someday is today, and the right time is right now. So for you guys, my dear Scorpios, I think it's really important for you to acknowledge that you are ready to step into this position of leadership, whatever that may look like. And in doing so, if you are getting lost or not really sure where to begin, a journal prompt that I would encourage you to take with yourself is, what is keeping me from choosing a new path today? And a new path doesn't necessarily mean like physically, like, oh, I'm gonna abandon this project or quit this job or leave this relationship or whatever. A new path could be an energetic standpoint. It could be the path of the leader and not the follower, etc. So get clear about what that means to you and what that means for you. If you would like any further guidance on this particular reading, I would definitely encourage you to check out the readings for your other signs. If you do not know where to find that information, go ahead and scroll down below, and there is a link listed in the description that will help you to figure all of that out. Also, if you would like for me to do an additional or supplementary poll specifically for you, please feel free to reach out. You can find me here on YouTube as well as Instagram and TikTok at alexab.alchemy. And again, I do these readings every single week, so if this is helpful or you would like the continued guidance, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. Finally, last piece of information, I do work as a personal coach, and at the time of filming this video, I am still taking on new clients. So if you would like a little bit more support within the container of one-on-one coaching, please shoot me a message that says Alchemy Method, and I will send you some information on what that might look like. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this video was helpful. Please enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.